And you're welcome. It's time for some motivation for you for a Monday. And of course, we've got all the M's here because you're going to be noticing them. I'm going to be reeling some words out. Now, we are going to be talking about how to maximize your challenges for an awesome year. And we have Monika Nnnoka, aka the More Coach, joining us to give some effective tips for the much needed motivation. See what I'm doing there, yeah? Of course, she's a UK certified mindset and transformational coach, poet, and also author. And she's very concerned about the meaning of my name, Mazzino. Hi, welcome. Good to have you here.
Thank you so much.
It's 2023. There's a lot that people are going through. And today, we're talking about maximizing those challenges. How can I maximize challenges? I'm a little unsure about that. Do tell me, please.
Okay, so let me ask you this question.
Oh, God, I hate questions. But go ahead.
All right, great. So when do you think you grew the most? When everything was really beautiful in life, or when you had some challenges and you had to make some changes? When do you think?
I actually see that the challenges actually build you. What doesn't kill you will only make you grow stronger.
Exactly.
So yeah, I do agree that challenges might be lessons in experience formats.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right.
So what the challenges do is that they call forth the champion within you, and it also brings forth or births those potential that you've had latent, right? That wouldn't have ordinarily been there in the fore if you didn't have the challenge in the first place. So the challenges you go through, you actually grow through. And so if you're in a challenge, right, or you're faced with a challenge, because most people think they are faced with a challenge, but the truth is that the challenge is actually facing you, right? And why I say that, and when I say that, people laugh, is the truth is when you want, let me give you an example, an analogy that would be very good for this. When a child is hungry, the child just goes straight to the mother or the father where he knows he's going to get solution to the problem. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. And so when challenges come to you, it's because you have the solution to the challenge. So the challenge faces you, not that you're faced with the challenge faces you because you have the innate ability to solve that challenge, right? So the problem is when people have this challenge or go through a valley period, they ask themselves disempowering questions, or they go into wishful thinking, right? To trying to ask questions that disempower them of further focuses on the problem than the solution that they have for that challenge.
Wow.
Right?
I've never seen it that way. Well, that's very interesting. Now, on the topic of maximizing those opportunities, I'm going to call them opportunities now because I'm looking at them differently. Because instead of thinking that they are adversities, they're actually opportunities to make you grow. So how do I maximize them? Should I run away from challenges? Obviously not. So when they come, what mindset should I face these with?
All right. So the first thing, we should know is that life is always working for your good, right? Life is always working for your good. So instead of asking disempowering questions like, why is this happening to me? Why me? The country is really bad. Why wasn't I born in another country? Right?
Yes. Why wasn't I born in another country?
So that's really helps you to open up new insights, fresh insights. What helps you rather open fresh insights is when you start asking yourself empowering questions like, what gift is this challenge trying to birth inside of me right now?
How can I come out the other side even bigger and brighter?
Exactly. The question is always the portal for the transformation. Because when you focus on the problem, whatever you put your energy on expands. Right? Your attention expands. So when you focus on the problem, it expands. We focus on the problems of Nigeria, expands. But when we focus on the solution, right, guess what happens? We start to see what we have, the resources, the rich resources within that can be the solution to the problem. Because behind every challenge is a question that needs to be asked. And behind every question is an answer that you have within that is waiting to come forth. And behind those answers, right, is the action that you need to take for you to birth that genius, that gift within that the world is waiting for.
So in relation to how we interact with other people, whether family, kids, parents, and all, how should these interactions, like for instance, if a person is going through a challenge, what should my interaction be with them? Because I believe that if I help you, if I enable you a bit too much through a challenge with what we're saying, I'm not really helping you out. That's what you're telling me. It would seem like I would be making a soft person out of you. But if I let you go through it a bit, maybe I'm empowering you a bit more. Am I correct or am I wrong? What should my interaction be with a person who is experiencing challenges, or what should I expect people to do how should I expect them to interact with me when I'm going through a challenge? That's a very personal question because, yeah, I really want an answer to that.
All right, so now when someone is going through a challenge, and I'm going to first, let me give you an example.
Please.
When I was younger, I had some friends that, they felt that their stepmother was being very
Adverse to them.
yeah, wicked to them. I put it in quotes. All right, and they were going through a tough time. And I was trying to help in some way. And there was something my mom said. I didn't understand it then. She said, what the challenges that they have, right? God had given it to them for a reason in the future. So I shouldn't try to make it better. I shouldn't come in between what they are going through. And I just didn't really get what she was saying then. I was like, I was really young. Right now I understand it, because sometimes when we help people, like when a butterfly that is trying to come out of a cocoon.
Yeah, don't break it out.
Yes, if you try to pull out the butterfly from that cocoon, guess what? The butterfly dies, right? So it needs to come out gradually, flap its wings until it's dry, and then guess what? The beautiful butterfly emerges. So sometimes people have to grow through that challenge, because the challenge is there because there is something, there's a new level of thinking and expanded awareness they need, right? So that they can get to the next level of their life. I love that you
said that, because when people are going through these situations, they often feel like as if they've been left alone. Why aren't you helping me? Where's everybody?
Exactly.
Cry babies and stuff like that. But with what you're saying, I should actually note that this is supposed to build me, and if I have too much interference, it's not going to help me out at the end.
Exactly.
That's a beautiful note to take.
Because you have everything you need inside of you. If you just believe that life is always working for your good. So people are always asking, what if it gets this bad? What if it's this? We're always going with this worst case scenarios. What about what's best?
The best that could come out of it.
Yes, the best that can come out of this. Right?
That is, Monica, that's beautiful. Do you like Pocahontas? Did you ever see Pocahontas growing up? You didn't? Well, there's this one track, and I hope Titi, can Titi chorus? Can we have Titi's mic? Titi, do you remember that song, You Will If You Believe? Can you do that chorus real quick? Can you do it? How
Are you talking about the one with Miracles, Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston?
If you believe.
You will when you.
You will when you believe, yeah?
You will when you.
Can you sing it? It's what I want.
Yeah.
Go on.
There can be miracles when you believe.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. We need to go to a break.
Thank you, Titi. Thank you very much, Monica. And I hope that you've learned something from there. Please make sure that you see yourself through these challenges, and make sure that you always start from a positive standpoint, and it will be all the better for you. Thank you very much, and thank you very much. Do stay tuned. We'll be back with more.
You're welcome.